Good afternoon and happy Thursday. I know it's strange, but it's dinner time. So, we are having the Italian meatloaf tonight with sun-dried tomatoes, roasted green beans, and garlic rosemary mashed potatoes. I hope mine turns out like this. This looks pretty ding-dang delicious. So, here are all of the ingredients that we will need this evening. We've got our green beans, a piece of bread, which I thought was really funny, the ground beef, rosemary, a potato, sour cream, vegetable stock, chicken stock, a shallot, sun-dried tomatoes, and a couple of cloves of garlic. Yeah, so let's get started. First things first, we're going to mince the shallot. Ta-da! Now to mince the garlic. There we are. Now I'll strip these rosemary leaves and finely chop about 2 teaspoons worth. And here we are. This may be a little more than 2 teaspoons, but all the recipe calls for is 2 teaspoons. And now to finely chop the sun-dried tomatoes. And there they are. Now it's time to trim the ends of the green beans. All right, all done. Now it's time to start the meatloaf. First we add a 1/4 cup of water. The chicken stock concentrate. Let's give that a quick mix. And now it's time to soak our bread. So we're gonna put it right in there. Ew, this is gross. So I'm just gonna kind of let that sit in there for just a second. Get it nice and soaked up, ew. And now we're gonna mix this up with our hands until it forms a paste. Pretty gross. I don't know if you guys can hear the noises coming out of this. Not cute. I'll be right back. And there is our paste. I think this is about as pasty as it's gonna get. So next we're gonna add our ground beef. So now that we got that beef in there, let's add in our sun-dried tomatoes, our shallots, and half of our garlic. The garlic was mixed in there. Half of the rosemary, which is about a teaspoon. A large pinch of salt. Oh yeah. Oh no, I think that was too much salt. Salty. I added some pepper too. So now that I've got this all mixed up, I'm gonna form this into 2 oval patties and put it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 400 degrees. So now we're gonna boil a pot of water. Then I'm gonna peel and dice this potato into 1/2-inch cubes. While I'm waiting for my potatoes to come to a boil, I'm going to toss my green beans in a bowl with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. Gave them a quick toss, and now I'm gonna put them on the pan with the meatloaf. The meatloaf has about 15 minutes left to cook. So these are gonna cook at 400 degrees with the meatloaf for about 15 minutes. So I put those in the oven. And now that my potatoes are boiling, I'm gonna reduce my heat down to a simmer. And these are gonna cook for about 12 minutes, which is exactly the amount of time I have left on the meatloaf. This is working out perfectly. All right, my timer went off, so my meatloaf and my green beans are now done. I made sure these were up to the right temperature. And they actually look pretty good. They look like really thick burgers. That's kind of what I'm gonna equate this to. But now that that is done, these are going to also come off the heat. I'm gonna drain these little potatoes. In that pan that had the potatoes in it, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of butter. The rest of the garlic, I might need 2 hands for this one. Be right back. And the rest of the rosemary. Let's give this a quick stir. And now that that's fragrant, let's go ahead and add those potatoes back in. Oh, this is hard to do with one hand. So I added the potatoes and I went ahead and I mashed them, and I totally forgot to add the sour cream. So this is 2 tablespoons of sour cream. There is the finished product of the mashed potatoes. I did add a lot more butter than it actually called for. It called for 1.5 tablespoons, and I added, I think, 4 tablespoons. So these are gonna be a little bit more buttery. But let's go ahead and plate this. So here is my plate. First, we're going to add the mashed potatoes. We'll put some green beans on top. And finally, we will put our meatloaf patty. Ta-da! This actually looks pretty good. Can't wait to see what it tastes like. All right, so Tim is eating his, but I wanted to show you. Here is my plate, and here is their picture of it. I think they might have had a little bit more potatoes than we had, and maybe I didn't cook the meat long enough. I checked the temperature, so it's definitely cooked all the way through, but ours doesn't look like that. Theirs almost looks like they broiled it or grilled it. I don't know, but I'm gonna go eat this. It smells awesome. There's a look at the inside. So it is basically just like a big burger, but it's delicious. It's got the sun-dried tomato, the shallots. It's really, really good. And the potatoes are great with it because they have the rosemary flavor, but it's not like overpowering like in past dishes.
I'm listening to myself on the Scare Zone podcast. I did that, when did I do that? It was Wednesday night?
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. I went on the Scare Zone podcast as we went around doing the props of Halloween Horror Nights. and I'm listening to myself as I walk through the Universal Park and talk to them on a podcast and explain everything that I see.
But I will link both of those, the Scare Zone podcast that Tim was featured on, and our video from, what was it, yesterday?
Yeah.
With all the Halloween Horror Nights updates. I'll link both of those down below, so definitely check them out.
Yes. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that I had this meatloaf that Jen just made, and holy macaroni. I love meatloaf. Like, meatloaf is one of my favorite foods ever. That was some really good meatloaf.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I really like meatloaf.
You've never told me that.
I may have never told you that because it takes a lot of work to make meatloaf, so I'm never like, will you make me a meatloaf?
This one was really easy.
Yeah, so maybe we could have this meatloaf again. Because I love meatloaf. I also love waffles. Like waffles and meatloaf. That sounds amazing. Can I have a meatloaf sandwich on waffles? I think I just had $1 million idea. So tonight, I don't know if you guys have seen this in the news or anything like that, but tropical storm, I think the tropical storm's name is Hermine, is hitting Florida as we speak. Like Tampa is getting ravaged by a tropical storm. We're not. Like it's barely raining outside. Actually, it's not raining, it's just cloudy. But I have a feeling it's either gonna miss us all together and we're not gonna get anything, or it's going to rain like the dickens and be windy.
The dickens.
So yeah, I have the time lapse going outside, and hopefully we'll see some sort of hurricane-y type cloud pattern. I don't even know what that is, but the clouds are moving very fast tonight, and you'll be able to see a little bit of that. So I'm excited to see what the time lapse looks like. So while I was at Halloween Horror Nights yesterday, Jen was actually at home still trying to take delivery of our fridge, but something crazy happened. So I'm gonna put the video in from yesterday that Jen took right here.
Good morning and happy Wednesday, you guys. I already filmed this clip, but I'm using the big camera because Tim has the little camera because he's going somewhere fun after work. And so the big camera, you have to turn the microphone, physically turn it on. So I filmed this whole thing and the mic was off. So, but today I'm excited because we get our new fridge. It should be here between 8 and 9. It's 8:30 now. I would not be getting up early unless we were getting a new fridge. But here's a last look at our old fridge. Old Fridgie, that's what I call her. Old Fridgie McGee. She's leaving because she broke. She no longer works. She's warm and not cold. And that's not what I look for in a fridge. I need a cold fridge. So I definitely won't be opening this thing. It smells so bad, which is crazy because it's clean. It's clean in there, but it is stinky. Old stinky Fridge McGee. But yeah, so new fridge is on its way, hopefully. But good morning from the little baby bean. I love how he sleeps with his head like on the armrest like a pillow. Like a little person, a little doggy human. That's what you are, Bean. And then here's the Mon. A lot of you guys were asking about him in the mail vlog yesterday. He's doing good. He is just, I don't know, he's still kind of like tired all the time, and he's still kind of like not moving around as much as he used to. And he kind of seems like he can't really get comfortable, but he's just sleeping a lot. And I think that that's probably what he needs. So we're just going to let him rest. Right, Mimi? Tim just called me and said that the fridge is on its way and it'll be here in 30 to 40 minutes. I'm so excited. We're going to have a fridge inside. I don't have to walk outside in the rain to get things out of the fridge. So that's nice. You can kind of see it through the little curtain over the door. But there's the truck. And they're gonna bring it in now. I'm so excited. Why is there a fridge in the living room, you ask? I honestly couldn't really tell you why we didn't measure properly. But we didn't, I guess. We thought it would fit. The guy at Best Buy, who was great. Like, this isn't... Uh-oh, hold on.
So after all of that, I did end up last night taking off the trim here around the doors. That's why it looks so crazy here. And I replaced this turn-off underneath the sink. That was one of their other issues that they had, so they can turn off the water to the ice maker. Living room fridge. Living room fridge. I ran out of breath. Poof.
Oh no, our fridge doesn't have any doors. Let me show you guys where all of the things are located all around the house. So here is the top freezer bin. Here is something else to do with the freezer, I think. And here are the doors. So here's our little like peekaboo door, which is so fun. I'm so excited. I can't wait for this. But we decided to just give it a go on our own because they couldn't come back out until Saturday. So, but we're doing something fun this weekend and we really need a fridge for it. So we thought, let's do it, but don't tell Best Buy. And now he's pulling out the bottom drawer. Can you do it? Yeah! Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh no, you need my help?
It's heavy.
Should I just film you or help you?
Film me.
Okay. I know you guys missed a little bit of this, but we finally got this into the kitchen and we didn't even have to take these off. We were really concerned about that.
Yeah,
but we were able to get it in. I don't understand.
All in all, that wasn't that hard.
No, I don't think those guys wanted to do it.
I don't think so either.
I mean, granted, we did have to take this off, and there was a plumbing issue.
I think if I had taken these off, I would have been able to get it in without taking those things off the door.
You think?
Yeah. I'm pretty, like, where there's a will, there's a way.
Right.
So I don't think that those guys had a will.
I think they just probably do this all day long and didn't want to do it.
Yeah, they're like, we just want an easy one. I know the next one's going into like a mansion. All we gotta do is like, beep, beep, beep,
Right,
done.
yeah.
And so they're like, the heck with this tiny house. They like pulled up and they're like, we're not putting this refrigerator.
No, I don't think that's what happened, but I am very happy that we're gonna have our new fridge and we're gonna have a fridge inside. All right, I know you guys missed another big part of this, but now we are attaching the water line to like the already established water line, I guess, that we have in the house.
Yes.
So, and we took the wallpaper off this wall so it looks awful. But what we're gonna do is after we get the fridge like attached, we're gonna paint this wall. But there's the fridge, it's sitting there. And there's the other fridge, still sitting there. So we're like fridge rich. Is that a thing? It's starting to look like a fridge. What goes in that thing?
Whatever we want.
Like what little frozen thing do you have?
An ice pack.
Packs? Oh, okay. So right now, the fridge is like maybe, what, 97% of the way done?
Mm-hmm.
We've got a little bit of a leak going on. So we're just working on this. So we had to take a quick little detour to Lowe's to get this little thing over here, the new connector.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry we didn't show you, but we were angry.
Well, not only that, but there's like a hurricane going on outside.
Yeah, we just got a thing for a tornado warning. We've never had a tornado before. All right, here is the test. Turning on the water.
Yay!
Is it leaking?
No.
Nice.
Look at how bright this is.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
This refrigerator says it's only going to cost us $87 a year.
Whoa. Really? Does that mean our power bill's gonna go down?
That's the idea.
Oh, I hope so. So what did they forget?
The screws. So I can't attach this stupid handle down here because there's no screws.
Ding dang, but now what are you doing?
Peeling off all the protective covering.
This is like the best thing.
Yeah, except for stainless steel is not easy to do. But seriously though,
What?
how the heck did they forget 2 screws?
I don't know, why is it looks so weird in the camera, the like, where it tells you the temperature?
Is it?
It's flashing.
Oh, it's the different frame rate.
That's so crazy. So here it is, the finished product. All right, so we finally got this one going. And the water works. We've never used the water in that other fridge because it was like so dirty, the actual like inside of this. I'm so excited to be able to have water from the fridge. But this is my favorite part. This fridge, we had to kind of move it over here. It's still on the dollies, but it's like peeking over the corner like, hey, remember me? I'm the old fridge.
The new refrigerator is here and I am exhausted. I actually sat down on the couch for a second and I fell asleep. So yeah, my eyeballs are killing me. Now I have to go to bed. So I am off to bed and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Now it's time to pay the price.